Cove Road turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
French Fork Cove. There was a French Fork there.
What's this building here?
Days when the French owned
The curling club, huh?
this part.
Hey, I recognize this area. I recognize this.
To the left, Cemetery Street.
I recognize this. Which way?
Just slight left.
Old King George? What do you mean a slight left? A right or a left?
Left.
Left.
Okay, that's all I asked.
You have to go in here.
Here's the old King George.
Oh, what's this place? Oh,
Notice that. The trees.
well, we can just drive right up to the grave, right?
Well, the graves are here.
I don't see it. Where is it?
First graves.
Oh, it's right over here. When Jackie came here, do you think she had a hard time finding it? Alrighty, let's go. Well, our group is dwindling. Today, there's no Huey or Granny to come with us. It's just us, Bruce and JR. And of course, the cutest little rascal, Kalen. There he is. The youngest Goff of the lineage. He is our only hope. Meow. Meow, it says. Okay. This is where your great-grammy is buried. You met her when you were 3 years old? 2 and 3?
Francis H. Goff.
Huh? You can barely read it. What's happened?
How small this all
You can't even read it, Dad.
Oh man, I don't take care of the graves here. Like you gotta do it yourself.
So now what are we gonna do? You can't even read. You can barely even tell that's Grampy.
You can read this side. You can see Frederick H. Goff, his wife Elizabeth C. Matt, Harrison M. Goff,
John B. Goff, 1901 to 1994.
Yeah.
Francis H. Andrews, 1913 to 2013.
Yeah.
Let's see the other side here. Who's in the other side? Frederick?
Yeah,
This is. Don't take a picture of me. This is John's father, Bruce's grandfather, my great-grandfather, and this little guy's great-great-grandfather. Okay. And Elizabeth Matheson. She's my great-grandmother. Harrison and Frederick are, they would be John's brothers. So see, Kaylin, Harrison was born 7 years before your great-grandfather, Granny's husband. And he died 32 years before Granby died in 1962. And Frederick, he was alive until 1971. He is 3 years younger than Grampy. Grampy, as aka John, who you're named after, he was at his Matheson family reunion. It was like the oldest. It was like everybody was there. There was hundreds of people, and they had him come up, and he got an award. He was the senior of all the relatives in the entire lineage back in like 1990 or 1991 or something. Yeah. So, but they were all like kind of descended from Elizabeth Matheson and Frederick Goff. It was pretty neat. Actually, most of them were from the Matheson, because it was a Matheson family reunion. Yeah, anyway. Granny, Grampy, it's JR. We're here to see you. I brought the little guy, Kalen, with me. He's taller than me now, which means he'd be hovering over you, Granny. And I brought your son, Brucey. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Your grandfather was your age back in 1914, right when the World War I started.
19.
And your great-grandmother, she was your age in 1927, right before the Great Depression.
1945.
And you got to meet her. He threw a tennis ball at her head. Remember that, Granny? Remember when he got wound up and threw one of his toys at your head?
His grandpa's World War II plaque.
What a bad kid, eh?
Legion plaque.
What? Oh, look at this.
Lest we forget.
I almost did.
Major John Goff, 1901 to 1994. Canadian Infantry Company, Canadian Infantry Corps. Yeah, I think I knew the family.
So apparently we know half the graveyard.
They were friends of my dad. These are behind our place.
These were friends of John.
What's the bugs over here?
What about the Turnbulls? Did you know them?
No.
The McCormicks?
No, but here's Uncle Doug over here.
You didn't know Lillian McCormick?
No.
Them? Oh, those are pretty flowers, eh? Do you know the Harrises?
Yeah, my Aunt Jessie was a Harris, and she was married to my Uncle Doug. And his grave's around here somewhere.
Look, Kaylin, it's Aaron Wood's grave.
Wood is a common name around here. There's a lot of woods. Look, there's 3 wood.
Wood? Wood.
We're showing that's 106.
Wood. That lived till 106? Oh my God. Hey, look, I found Rosa Parks.
No.
I can't believe you've lost your great uncle.
My great uncle is my uncle.
Oh, he's my great uncle then.
And Howard Cassidy, my dad knew him. They lived right behind us.
Yeah.
And Annie Cassidy, we used to visit her when we come over. Remember your mother told you the story about how about old Billy Fallon or something? Well, he's dead. Well,
He's
how
dead?
about Jimmy Allen? Well, he's dead.
Was that Jesse who said that, or Annie?
Annie.
Annie
Yeah,
outlived. Look,
They're all dead, Johnny. They're all dead.
wait a
Remember
second.
that?
Look,
Your mother?
Annie outlived John.
Yeah. Yeah,
Look,
did.
she was 102 years old.
Yeah, 102. Yeah.
And she used to say they're all dead, Johnny?
Yeah, she's the one that would say.
So
she
then for 9 years she was saying Johnny's dead.
They're all dead.
Right?
They're all dead. Yeah.
They get together and they talk about all the people they knew. She'd say they're all dead, Johnny. They're all dead. And she outlived them by 9 years.
Here's another relative.
They were born the same year.
This is Freeman Matheson.
Freeman.
See what's on his grave?
Look, there's Jackie Robinson's
No.
family.
See what's on Freeman Matheson's grave?
He's a Freemason.
Yeah. That's why he's called Freeman. And Della. And he's my dad's first cousin, and they are Mark Simmons' grandparents. So.
Okay, look, there's more Mathesons here.
Great uncle was Mary Donovan. She's related to us somehow. Wife of Freeman. Yeah, this Freeman Matheson, this is his father, and he's my dad's great uncle. I remember him. He's a very old man when I knew him.
Okay. There's
All these Mathesons there, they're all related to us. Jimmy Matheson, I knew him.
James
He was a
Matheson.
fireman. And this is the son, Jim. I think he's still alive.
Oh, he's older than you.
His wife, Joyce Lynch. Yeah, I think he's still alive.
Okay.
Jimmy, young Jimmy.
All right,
I didn't know him very well. But
where's Doug?
around here somewhere. They do. They're not big. I bet that. If you see any more mouse and graves, oh, here. Yeah,
Wandering around our graveyards here. There's a hidden one here. Looks like a crag. Alright, I'm going to turn this off. This is our exercise for today. We climb up a hill.
I believe he's a relative.
Oh, there's a Matheson. Hilda.
I believe he's a relative
Thomas.
of some kind. I think.
Mammy.
There was a Thomas Matheson. There's another one coming around here.
Hey look, Dad, there's an Allison.
Yeah, I see that. Didn't seem to be that far. Should be around here somewhere. Possibly. That's not sending that grandparents.
That's a good eye. You could read it from over here.
Betty should be around here somewhere.
I don't know.
I don't want to go through the whole graveyard.
We're going to have to. Here we've got Wilson Goff with Emma Helen and F. Elizabeth Goff, which would be Betty Cork. And then below Betty, we have Shirley Cork. Shirley was born in 1932 and died in 2014. That is Larry and David's aunt, Shirley. She's the sister of Elizabeth Goff, which is Betty. Elizabeth means Betty. My name is Betty. So that's 1929 to 2014. That's a long way there.
Here we go.
But that's Betty.
Okay.
And
Are they?
Betty's
How about that? You were right.
Betty's parents are Helen
Helen and Wilson, yeah.
Helen Forrest.
Oh, take a picture of this. Absolutely.
Helen Forrest.
Helen Forrest, yeah.
So we're related to Mark Forrest.
Well, I don't know about that, but we are, well, through marriage, yeah.
And then Wilson was John's brother.
Wilson's John's brother.
He was born in
Kathy
1897.
Goff's grandfather.
Okay. And Michael Goff, how's he related?
Well, Michael's Brad's son. Brad is Jim's son. This would be Michael's great-grandfather,
So Kaylin,
Wilson Goff.
Betty Cork is David and Larry's mother. See, Betty Goff. She was born a Goff, and she married a Cork.
Goff.
So she was a Goff,
Shirley Goff, that's right.
and then she became a Cork.
Oh.
So Larry and David, who you met, that's their mother, and that is Betty is your first cousin, Bruce.
Yeah.
First cousin. So my second and your third. Yeah, cousins. You're my cousin. I have one cousin here. No, I have two cousins here.
I don't know if they've ever been here to see us.
This also says Goff.
Well, Larry.
Well, I don't think Betty could see it.
Well, I was here when they buried her. I
she's
was here
here.
when they buried Betty and Shirley because Larry and David came down.
Uh,
Plus two of Shirley's sons,
uh,
Steve and Jenny.
I hung out at Betty Cork's how many times? 3 times or 4 times?
I'd say.
1, 2, 3 for sure. Betty took us for a drive. That was also scary.
Ah.
Yeah, that was scary too.
Probably still a better driver. But, alright, so this is how far up we are. If we ever have to find it again.
Everybody, what do you think here?
Hi, Betty. It's JR and Kaylin.
Can't find Doug's grave. It should be over
Betty would have known about Kaylin, right?
there. She died in 2014. Yeah, she would have known. Yeah.
Oh, you
I
would have talked
showed her
about her.
Your picture and everything.
Yeah, there you go. Betty knew about you.
She would have known.
She was born the year of the Great Depression. You know her birthday?
No, I don't.
Okay. Probably before the Great Depression started.
16 years older than me.
16, that's it?
Yeah. Or Betty, yeah.
And she's been gone for 9.
3 years younger.
How old was she when she died?
She died in 2014, so she's 85, isn't it?
Jeez.
Shirley died a couple of weeks later. She would have been 80,
She was 82?
82. Yeah.
Holy.
She was in bed. Bad health all along. Like she was an invalid for a number of years. But
Oh, no.
forever.
Well, it's an easy grave to find. Look, you just walk up to it. It says Goff. Is it like the only Goff in here or what?
Well, other than my dad. Well, Doug Goff is over there somewhere, but he's buried with his wife.
Well, let's go find him.
When she was 99, and she also said they're all dead, Johnny.
Oh, Kathleen?
Kathleen Cassidy, yeah.
So is she the sister?
Yeah, and Jimmy Walker.
And they died the same year?
Yeah.
Her and...
Yeah, Jimmy Walker, he grew up behind.
So their dad didn't have longevity, but the rest of them did.
Yeah, she was married to this Walker fellow.
Do you think if a dad dies young, sometimes the kids live long because they're scared? Because their parent didn't live long?
Died at 39.
Okay, don't answer.
Look for Harris. It's got to be down this way. 'Cause it's not a thing.
This might take a while. 2 seconds later.
There it is, my Uncle Doug. He lived in Niagara Falls. He was the night clerk at the Park Motel in Niagara Falls. We drove right by that last summer.
Did he ever know a woman named Jessie Harris?
That was his wife,
Oh.
Jessie Harris. That's why he's buried with her. you
Oh, I
see.
thought he just
That's
buried
why
himself
Harris
with
is on the
somebody.
graveyard.
Somebody random.
What?
I used to get out in the summer and stay with my Aunt Jessie till I started working in the summer, and then I got off to teaching. But one summer I spent the whole summer there. My dad said
If he had a T there, he'd be Douglas Cartman Goff.
my dad said if you finish in the top 10 of your graduating class, then I'll let you spend the summer in Newcastle.
With
I
Uncle
was
Doug?
11th. Yeah, with Aunt Jessie. No, they were split up. They didn't live together. He lived in Niagara Falls. She lived here.
They split up and they got buried together?
They got married, and then
That's kind of weird.
he went off to Niagara Falls to work. I don't know if they were separated or just... Well, they must have been separated. You don't live 1,000 miles
Right,
away from
that's
them.
what I'm thinking.
You know.
So, you liked your Aunt Jessie?
Yeah, she was nice lady.
You know, Mackenzie's other name is Jessie? Her name is... What's her name? Mackenzie, Jessie,
Jessie Keogh. Yeah.
Grace, Silas, Keogh.
So this Harris family, the Parks family, they're all my Aunt Jessie's family.
Yeah,
They're not related to us.
Rosa.
They're related through marriage.
Were they black?
No.
Okay. I thought maybe, since Rosa was.
Where's the gravestone? Where's the gravestone?
Stop being a silly boy. Stop being a silly... Laverna lived for 0 years, and James lived for 20 years.
How do you live for 0 years?
I don't know. You just do sometimes. You know, in 2010, when you met Jackie, you were 0 years old.
Got a lot of wood, huh?
There's a Simmons. All right, Bruce, you gonna say goodbye to your mom and dad? Well, it's been fun.
My buddy Richie Giggy's buried over there.
Giggity, giggity.
Richie Giggy, yeah. Childhood friend.
All right.
He died 2 months after your mother.
Who?
Richie Giggy. Well, maybe 4 or 5 months. He was one of my first friends when I was a kid.
All right. Well,
Is that on?
I'm recording.
No.
I don't know. How am I supposed to talk?
All right. Bye, Grampy and Granny.
Bye, Grandpa Granny.
Oh,
and
they're your
Uncle
parents.
Fred and Uncle Harrison.
They're your parents.
And
Your uncles.
and Grandpa Fred. And
Were these your favorite uncles?
Granny.
Who was your favorite? Doug?
Elizabeth.
Frederick? Harrison?
Oh, they were all my favorites. My favorites. They're all nice to me. Elizabeth Johnson called her Bessie. She was a mouse.
You mean Betty?
Bessie. Bessie.
So you could be called Betty or Bessie?
Yeah, Bessie's a short story with
Did you know the Grimleys?
A good cane deaf. I knew Ed Grumley.
No, I knew. Yeah, I knew the first Grimley. He died, but the word Grimley's I knew. Yeah. Grimley's the Miramichi name.
Oh, okay. Wasn't Marty a Grimley? Oh. She's just a gremlin.